Hello, my viewers. Ever dear, you're most welcome to my channel. Thank you. I told you, thank you is the same language. Now, I want us to share a little story. Now, I was on transit just last week, traveling from one town to another city. And in most cases, when I'm traveling without luggages, I prefer sitting with the driver in front of the vehicle when I'm using public means. And so we just clicked with the neighbor who was sitting closer to me and then the driver. So from where we were commencing to where I was going, we were just having stories here and there. And our driver was very talkative. You know, most of the time when I'm traveling, sometimes I just prefer keeping quiet or maybe sleeping or reading something or just browsing my phone. But then since the driver was talkative, why not? Since my neighbor was talkative, why not? It was just positive vibes. And so he started by saying, he was listening to Lingala, and then he said, it was on Saturday. Then he said, what song do you prefer me to play for the passenger? For the passengers, I said, maybe gospel song. My neighbor said, Zilizopendwa. And it was not a big deal. We continued with our journey. And so he said, you see, it is like I'm happy. Today I'm having passengers who are sitting closer to me and they're talking to me. In most cases, people don't talk to me. They just sit and they don't even value me. I told him that people don't talk for different reasons, for various reasons. And then I gave him the example, like sometimes I prefer just keeping quiet. Sometimes I can talk, depending on my neighbor in the vehicle. And so there's something he said. He said that you see some of these, are they called tiny boys? Those ones who collect money from passengers. He said that some of them, they feel like they're wiser than me. So if they don't cooperate and they take me as a fool, I give them to trailers or to other vehicles on the way. Then I was like, how? We were like, how? Because we are both ladies. Then he said, that time the driver, sometimes they like the vehicle to be very full and then they hang like outside and the vehicle is not well closed. So he said, for him, if the driver has been taking him for a fool, he just wait when they're about to cross by another vehicle, he just twists. And then the driver is knocked by this other passing vehicle. I find that weird. That was too heavy for me. Then I said, no, that is very wrong. Are you serious about this? You are all asking him. And then he said, yes. And if someone takes you for a fool, you need to teach him that you are not a fool. I found that weird. As we proceeded, I told him that is not right. But I also say that I've heard of stories whereby people have carried their bosses, people have carried people they're working for, and then they just twist the vehicle, the motorcycle, and then they make an accident, intentional accident, which is not good. So after talking here and there, after our chat, we started talking about the house helps, our domestic workers, and all that. So this lady said about how one of the friend who was a house worker, how she was being treated. Then I told them, I prefer if you are, I also told them that when all my friends, people who are closer to me, I normally tell them if you're having a house help or people working for you, it is just good for you to yes have boundaries, but treat them like they're human beings. If you serve food, let them just eat from the same pot, eat from the same pot. Let everyone take their meal from the same pot, the same plate, the same whichever. Because we have heard of very, very funny stories and people are never learning. Because she was telling me that this househelp who was who was being fed by the leftovers, and in most cases, she was not even her food. She would cook for the people, but she would cook her own food, inferior food. And then you want to tell me, you know, not everyone, not everyone is a good soul. There are people who are psycho. I've heard of stories. You've seen stories here on TikTok. You've seen stories in the on social media whereby you've seen even house help urinating in people's food. We've seen a lot of stories, and you wouldn't want that. Some people are psycho. They can harm you, their family. You'd rather the house help do evil to you, not because you are torturing her. Mm. If you're having employees, just learn to treat them well. And if you feel like it is just too much, you cannot handle her, she's making you go crazy, let her go peacefully. Because whatever you are giving it to her, she's going to project it on your kids. She might do something in your life, even if she go to jail, it will be like a lifetime mark. Have you gone through the house help psychology? There are those who are these good souls. She'll do everything against her. She's still calm. But there are those who are going to have a plan. They're going to design a plan against you. We've had house helps who've taken over their mistresses. We've had house helps who've ran away with the children they were taking care of. We've had the stories of whereby some of them killed the whole family. Some of them killed the children they were taking care of. You don't want that. And this does not only apply to house helps. The Bible says that we should learn to live peacefully with everyone. I feel like I know God is wise for him just to say that. There's a lot of advantages of you just living peacefully with people. Sometimes living peacefully with people does not mean that you go talking to them every now and then. Sometimes just keep on your lane. The Bible also is against busybodies. Sometimes what tempts us is what we speak. If you don't speak, no one will judge you by what you said. What do you think? Now here there is a driver and the turn boy who has gotten an accident, but an accident that can be avoided. On the other hand, if you're a house help or if you're a domestic worker, if you feel like you're being maltreated, instead of doing something ill, something demonic against your employers, just live peacefully. It is better to live peacefully than to allow the devil to start giving you some ideas that can cause a lot of havoc in that family, that will have permanent implication towards you. If you have food, why should you eat the best food and deny her food? You have fruits you want your kids to eat, and she's not having some. They're eating chicken and she's eating veggies. I know veggies are good, but at least try to balance. Let eat from eat the same food. Just try to, and what I'm trying to say is this, is that just be human. Be human to everybody, to your boss, to your junior, to your neighbor, to children. And God will bless all of us. Or what do you think? The world will be a very beautiful place to stay. Otherwise, thank you.